What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Oklahoma City Thunder, where the goal is to win a championship in the first 3 seasons. And if I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. 80% of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed, so if y'all could hit that button, it'd really mean a lot to me, man, as I continue to try to grow this channel. But without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alright guys, so I'm here in start today mode where the Thunder have officially clinched a play-in spot. Shout out to them. This is a team that was projected to win 26.5 games this season, and that was actually before Chet Holmgren went down with an injury right before the start of the season. So this is a team that was not expected to be good, and yet here they are in the play-in. We'll see where exactly they end up landing here. So we're going to take a very quick look at this. They are locked into the 10th spot. It's just a matter of who they're going to be playing, whether it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll see how Sunday plays out. I'm actually recording this Sunday morning, so we'll see what happens there. But either way, man, play-in basketball for the OKC Thunder, definitely a big step in the right direction for the rebuild process in OKC. Let's take a very quick look at the roster here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the way, man, an all NBA season without a doubt. Let's go ahead and check out the stats here. 31 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. We round up around here, 2 steals, doing his thing, man, shooting the ball pretty well, about league average from deep, but overall just very efficiently. Yeah, man, he has been sensational, really the driving force for this rebuild. And at the age of 24, yeah, best believe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be on this team throughout the duration of this rebuild. Then we also got Josh Giddey here in the mix. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. The guy just does everything for them, man. Yeah, shooting the ball pretty efficiently as well. Really good size in the backcourt. I mean, overall, 6'6" for Shai, and then also 6'8" for Josh Giddey. There's a lot of size there. However, I will say there's not a whole lot of size elsewhere, which we are going to see here in a second. Lou Dort is a 6'4" small forward. Obviously, the guy can defend, so he makes up for it, but still not a whole lot of size at like the 3, also the 5, which we're going to bring up here in a bit. So that's something that we might want to address. But for right now, though, Lou Dort, I mean, you got to love him, man. He's a guy who plays above his size, like we said. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Not shooting the ball very well from deep. Hasn't really been doing that throughout his career, but he's capable of knocking some things down, man. At the end of the day, it's the defense for sure that gets Lou Dort paid. And speaking of which, as we take a look at his deal over here, yeah, he's getting paid and locked up for a while till 2026, and I think it's on a team-friendly deal as well. So I really like me some Lou Dort, and I also really like me some Jalen Williams, man. 21 years old, the 12th overall pick in the most recent NBA draft, and has boosted his stock about as much, if not more, than any other rookie this year, man, because we already knew what to expect out of guys like Paolo Banchero, but Jalen Williams, man, has really burst onto the scene. He just does a little bit of everything. He's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting the ball league average from deep, and most importantly is defending really well. I mean, he can reliably defend positions 1 through 4, and they even put him at small ball 5 sometimes. So yeah, Jalen Williams is definitely somebody that is going to be safe around here. There's no chance that I'm trading away this guy, that is for sure. Then we also have Chet Holmgren here in the mix, another pick from the most recent draft, 2nd overall. Obviously has not played this season. He's been out with a foot injury, and I don't have injuries turned on here, which I know some people aren't a big fan of. I'll go ahead and explain my reasoning for it one more time. Obviously, it's not realistic, but I just think that it gives everybody an even playing field, where I don't want to get to the finals and one of their best players is hurt, and all of a sudden it just kind of cheapens the ring, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I get that that's real life, but there's also an entertainment factor to this, and just like the games in real life, it's a lot more entertaining when the stars are healthy, just like it is here in the video. So that's why I have injuries turned off. But yeah, Chet Holmgren is going to be in the mix here. Really excited to see how he fits in with the team next season. He's a guy who provides some much needed size at the 5, man, something that I was talking about earlier, because as of right now, they've been rolling with a lot of undersized 5s. You know, let's go ahead and take a look at that. They've got Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who's 6'8". They've also been rolling with Jalen Williams, J-Will, not J-Dub here, 6'9". They had Mike Muscala, who I think is like, what, 6'10", 6'11", something like that. But he ended up getting traded away. So yeah, man, size at the 5 definitely is important. I think Chet Holmgren is going to fit in really well. He can protect the rim. He can also space the floor pretty well, knock down the occasional shot. He can handle the ball. I'm really excited about that fit. Then off the bench, we got Aleksej Pokusevski. This is somebody who is still just a project player, somebody with a lot of potential, but at the end of the day, still has a lot of work to do. That's for sure. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Missed a huge chunk of the season. I think it was like 40 games due to injury. Let's go ahead and take a look at that over here. Yeah, only played 34 games this season, which is really unfortunate because before he got hurt, he was actually playing pretty well. But obviously it's going to take him some time to knock the rust off. He just came back about a week and a half ago, Yeah, I forgot to mention, I live in Oklahoma City, watch a lot of Thunder games. I'm not a fan necessarily because I'm not from the area here, but I know a pretty good amount about Thunder basketball here. Off the bench, we also have Isaiah Joe here. This is another guy that I really like for the shooting, man. 40.9% from deep. Got him from Philadelphia, where he wasn't really doing a whole lot, didn't have many opportunities, but he's getting that here with the Thunder, and is really taking advantage of it, man. His shooting is really crucial because this is not a Thunder team that shoots the ball very well, especially when it comes to behind the arc. So I do like me some Isaiah Joe, but I don't think it's enough having him. I think we definitely need to bring in some more shooters here. So that's definitely one of the objectives moving forward. But for right now, Isaiah Joe is definitely a key piece off the bench. I also got Kenrich Williams. This is somebody who is pretty much a lock to be safe here, because he's the type of guy that might retire with the Thunder, man. There's been a lot of talks about he might end up being their next Nick Collison, that type of guy. Just a veteran, doesn't put up the best numbers. Obviously, his impact isn't really shown in the box score, but man, he's gritty. He's a hustle guy. Kenny Hustle obviously is his nickname, and I mean, he's still a good player at the end of the day. He shoots the ball really well from deep for his position, and like I said, just a hustle guy, a good defender. There definitely are some other teams that would love to trade for him, that's for sure, but they recently just locked him up here on a, what is this? Oh man, yeah, a 5-year deal. So he is here to stay in Oklahoma City throughout the duration of this realistic rebuild, that's for sure. Also got Dario Saric in the mix. This was an addition this season on an expiring deal. Not exactly sure what his future will be. Hasn't played a whole lot of games with them just yet, but either way, he provides some nice 3-point shooting in the front court, which is good, but there might be some better options out there. We'll just see what happens. But yeah, I said we needed shooting. Dario Saric can provide that, so that definitely is an option to just bring him back. Also got Jeremiah Robinson Earl. This is an undersized 5, like we mentioned. They technically have him at power forward, but I don't know. I just don't really trust the perimeter defense, you know, bringing him out to the 3-point line, which you would obviously have to do if you're a power forward. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what his future will look like. He might end up getting moved. He might not. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to be a huge part of the plans. We'll just see what ends up happening with him. Kind of just depends on how he progresses. Then we also got Jalen Williams. This is somebody who, I guess similar to Robinson Earl, I'm kind of just like iffy on. I think he's cool. He obviously provides a lot of energy plays. Actually is really good at taking charges. But I don't really know if we need both him and Robinson Earl. So we'll see. I'll probably end up picking one of them. And I think Jalen Williams probably will be that guy because he does space the floor better. And also he's 2 years younger, which is really important, obviously, for progression and all that kind of stuff. And it's cool to have 2 guys named Jalen Williams, you know, so why not? Then we also have Trey Mann here in the mix. Now, this is a guy who I really thought was going to take a big step forward this season. As you can see here, made the most of his opportunities last season. 10 points in about 23 minutes per game. The per 36 looking really nice. He was shooting the ball really well from deep. Just hasn't really translated this season. Hasn't been nearly as efficient. Already wasn't the most efficient shooter overall, but from deep specifically, he's taking a dip there. I'm going to have to see some really good progression out of Trey Mann as well if he wants to carve out a role on this team, because you got to remember, we have a lot of picks for the next few seasons, so we could easily draft a guard who could come in and take his role. So I'm really gonna have to see him progress in order for him to keep his role on the team. Not like he really has much of one right now, obviously not getting any minutes, so we'll just see what happens there. Then we got Lindy Waters. This is a hometown kid. He played for Oklahoma State, went undrafted. It's a really cool story, but I don't think he's going to be around here. Pretty much they just upgraded him to a real contract, you know, from a 2-way to a standard one, kind of as an award for just the work that he's been putting in for the past 2 seasons. But I don't think the plan is to re-sign him. He's 25 years old, not a great athlete or anything like that. Just shoots the ball well. I mean, 35.9%, like it's league average. So yeah, I definitely do think it's a cool story, but at the end of the day, he got his payday, and I think that's probably going to be it with them. I don't think we'll renew his contract. Then we also have Aaron Wiggins here. This is somebody who I actually like a lot and think should get more minutes, because when he's on the floor, believe it or not, he has one of the highest plus minuses of anybody on this team. Now, I realize that's not a tell-all type of stat, but I still think there's a lot of value in a 24-year-old guy who's 6'5", you know, he's a wing player, and he can also shoot the 3-ball well, 39.7%. He defends pretty well also, so maybe there's something here with Aaron Wiggins. He's also kind of in the same boat as like Trey Mann. You got to progress, man, and then we'll see what happens. But anyways, that is a very long-winded breakdown of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 3-year game plan, man, which will begin next season, because obviously we're here in start today mode. Past the trade deadline, I can't make any moves, so we're not going to count this year. But yeah, starting next year, season number 1, the goal is to just get some more shooting, like I mentioned, and then also get a little bit more size, whether that's at the 3, because Lou Dort obviously doesn't have the best size. I might want a backup that's just a little bit bigger, and then also at the 5 as well, if I can find a nice center who has a little bit more size, and that would be great. I am going to limit myself to 3 trades per season, 2 trades per offseason. That's what I always do here with these realistic rebuilds. Again, just trying to keep it realistic. I don't want to do too many trades. Not like I'll really have to. At the end of the day, this team is in a really good direction. I don't want to do too much to mess it up. So you're not going to see any crazy splashes, I don't think. You're just going to see a bunch of little moves here to kind of round out the edges. So speaking of which, season number 2, the goal is to cash in on these draft picks, man. We have so many draft picks for the next few seasons. We'll show that later on here. But yeah, there's just no point in having that many, especially with the team right now that's already starting to play better. We're already starting to establish some of these young guys. I don't really want to bring in even more people and kind of take away from their minutes, take away from their development. So at a certain point, we're going to have to just trade some of these picks, package them, and try to upgrade some guys. That's going to be the goal for season number 2, is to finally cash in on all of these picks that Sam Presti has been acquiring over the past few years. And then for season number 3, man, it's kind of the same as always. We're going to buy if we are competitive. Again, not a huge move or anything like that. Just a few things here that can really put us over the hump and try to win a championship. So that is a look at the 3-year game plan, man. Let's not waste any more time. Let's simulate this season and to see how it all plays out. So Joel Embiid wins MVP. Shout out to him. Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Does any of this here concern us? I don't think any of it will. The only thing that I think will concern us is going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on an All-NBA team. There he is. All-NBA second team, man. We will definitely take that for Shai. We'll take a look at all the stats here in a bit, even though I kind of just did that, so we'll brush over it. But yeah, that's really all there is to it, I think. All defensive second team for Shai. Hey, shout out to him. Hey, all rookie first team. How could I forget about that one? That's an L. Jalen Williams for sure deserves this. Shout out to him as well, man. Been playing really well. So let's go ahead and keep it rolling then. Let's see. We are here at the number 10 spot going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. That should be interesting. Let's take a very quick look at the stats, even though I kind of just showed them all to you guys. So make sure to pause it if you want. Chet Holmgren, I guess, played 1 game, 13 and 11. Yeah, not the most realistic, but just ignore it. It's fine. He's going to be here next season, which is all that matters. But are we going to be able to get out of this play-in? Let's go ahead and find out here. And we did not. Tough. Okay, how close was it? 109 to 102. Not bad. Not horrible. We actually blew the lead in the 4th quarter. Which is a bit unfortunate. Taking a look at this here, Shai balled out. That's nice. Chet Holmgren 16 and 10. Again, not realistic, but hey, it's a nice little preview for next season. I'm excited about that fit, man. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and just simulate this whole playoffs. I really don't care about it now that the Thunder are out. Let's go ahead and get into this offseason here where we can finally get down to business. It's going to be the Timberwolves and the Hawks. Okay, I don't really think that's going to happen, but there you go. The Atlanta Hawks win it all. 42 points per game for Trae Young in the finals. He gets MVP. 42 and 13 is wild, bro. 2K needs to chill with the Hawks, bro. I say this every single rebuild. 2K needs to chill. But oh well. LeBron James, we are going to veto that, of course. Everybody else, though, sayonara. That's totally fine. Let's come over here to the draft lottery. See what kind of picks we have, man. We should have a couple of them here as we are projected to go number 8. But I think that's going to be protected, I want to say. I don't think we're going to end up getting that as we take a better look at it. Here we go. The 11th pick, which is nice. We get that 17th pick from the Miami Heat. I believe it was top 14 protected. And then we also get the 26th pick from the Denver Nuggets, which I think was also top 14. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, we got 3 first-round picks, which, like I was saying, we don't need all of them, man. So I'm going to come over here to the draft. We're going to see what's out there. But we might just end up packaging some of these. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys. So we're here at the draft, and we are going to go ahead and just simulate to our first pick here. This one I do want to make as we go ahead and take a look at some of the available guys. I really think Taylor Hendricks would be a nice fit because he's a small forward, possibly. I know it's power forward / small forward, but still, he's got really good size. He can play the 3, and he can knock down some shots from deep as well, which is exactly what we need. You know, a guy with size who can shoot. So I think that might be the option, although Anthony Black is really tough to pass up on. As much as I don't think he's going to be here, he is here right now. So we are going to go with Anthony Black, and I'm going to really hope that Taylor Hendricks is still available. In fact, maybe we can try to package these and try to move up once again. Let's go ahead and see what we can do, man. So the Magic have the next pick here, 12th overall. We're going to try to send them both of our first-round picks for this year. I believe it's 17 and 26. So let's go ahead and see if they will accept this. They're saying no. Let's go ahead and see, man. Can I just give you guys some seconds and we just call it a day here? I don't think so. I might have to do another pick, which is fine at the end of the day, man. We have so many picks. Let's go ahead and see. Do we just give up one of them here? What are our next year's picks looking like? The Wizards, that might be valuable. Don't want to get rid of that. The Clippers, I don't think that one's going to be too valuable, man. Yeah, I really don't think it will be. Do I want to go ahead and do that just to move up? I think I do, because next year, man, I definitely don't need any more players. So let's go ahead and just pull this thing off here. There we go. You guys can call that an overpay if you want, but again, I'm just going for fit at this point. We have so many picks that, trust me, it's ridiculous, bro. There's not enough spots on our roster to bring in all these guys. At the end of the day, if I find somebody that I like, I am totally fine with packaging some picks in order to make it happen. Taylor Hendricks, welcome to the team, man. So taking a look at things here, Anthony Black, 76 overall, 19 years old. And let's go ahead and take a very quick look at the potential here, because that's what's most important. Only a B, which is really disappointing, but still, I think he absolutely was a steal here, falling this low to 11. We'll definitely take that. And then the 12th pick here, Taylor Hendricks, also 76 overall, 19 years old. Is the potential any better? C+. That's tough. Taking a look at team/player options, we are going to renew all of these, I think. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Josh Giddey, Poku, Isaiah Joe, yeah, all these guys, they are going to be coming back. Let's go ahead and take a look at our qualifying offers. Jared Butler, Lindy Waters, and Olivier Sarr. We're not going to bring back any of them, honestly. All right, man, let's come over here to free agency. Who do we have to bring back? So the only guy that I could bring back is Dario Saric, but now that we got Taylor Hendricks in the mix, I'm definitely fine with just letting him get those minutes. So we're going to let Saric walk, man, and that's really everything that we got to do. Let's move on to player progression. So Shea is up 1 to a 95. We like to see it. Josh Giddey up 3 to an 87. That's nice. Jalen Williams, this is really disappointing. Staying put at an 82, heading into his second season. That's really disappointing, especially when he has a B+ potential. I don't get that at all, but oh well. Poku goes up 1 to an 80. Chet Holmgren goes up 3 to an 80. 3 to an 80, so we like to see that. Lou Dort staying put. Isaiah Joe staying put. Same for Kenny Hustle. We got a few guys progressing here. Jeremiah Robinson Earl up 2 to a 77. That's nice. Trying to stay in the rotation. We'll see what happens there. J. Will up 1 to a 76. Trey Mann up 2 to a 76 as well. Taylor Hendricks staying put. Obviously, these are our rookies. Andrew Wiggins staying put. And then Ousmane Dieng up 1 to a 74. All right, man, that is a look at the team. Let's head into season number 1 officially, where we can start to make some moves. Let's get it. So here's a look at the rotation heading into year 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, J-Dub, and Chet Holmgren. That is the starting lineup. Off the bench, we got Aleksej Pokusevski, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, Anthony Black, and Taylor Hendricks rounding out the 10-man rotation. There's a few guys here that you can definitely make an argument for them deserving some minutes. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Trey Mann, Jay Will. But at the end of the day, man, there's just only so many minutes to go around. This is what I was talking about. We cannot afford to bring in even more guys here via the draft. So yeah, man, we got to make some tough decisions. Some of these guys might get moved. It just is what it is. I definitely still think that we need a backup point guard for this season, because right now that would be Anthony Black. But we're looking to be a little bit more competitive this year, man. We want to make the actual playoffs, not just the play-in. And if that's the case, I think we need more of a veteran option as our backup point guard. So we're going to try to trade for that. Let's go ahead and see what's out there. So the guy I'm trying to get is Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a veteran player, 30 years old, good size in the backcourt. He can shoot the 3-ball and he can defend. I mean, that pretty much checks off all the boxes in terms of stuff that we're looking for. Plus, he's on a rebuilding team, which doesn't really need him. So I am willing to give them a young piece here in Trey Mann, somebody who I do still like. But at the end of the day, man, we have so many young players on this team. The guys like Trey Mann just literally aren't even getting minutes. So we're going to send him somewhere where he has all the opportunity to play, which is really good for him. And in exchange, we're getting somebody who I think can help us start to win now, which would be really nice. So I'm willing to give up one of these first round picks. I'm trying to decide which one is the least valuable. And honestly, I think the least valuable one is going to be our own, because I think we're going to make the playoffs this year. Like the Rockets one, I want to keep that. The Wizards one, I still probably want to keep that as well. The Jazz one might not convey, but they did just draft Victor Wembanyama. I forgot to mention that. So they might end up being good. I think we're just going to give them our own pick, man. Let's go ahead and see, is this enough for Spencer Dinwiddie? And it is. Welcome to the team. And honestly, I think that's it, man. The starting lineup needs no help. The bench now, we have that veteran point guard. We have size. We have shooting. I think we're all set, man. Let's go ahead and just simulate this regular season and see how it all plays out. All right, guys, so I stepped out of the room. I don't know how we finished the season, but we're about to find out together. Darius Garland wins MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Does any of this here concern us? Does not look like it does. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Any All-NBA selections for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, maybe? No, okay. I'm just going to take that as we have a more balanced team. That's how I'm going to picture that. Of course, we'll take a look at stats here in a second. Is there anything for us? No love whatsoever. Never mind. Taylor Hendricks, all rookie second team. which is good. Again, we'll take a better look at stats here, but for him, it was 7 points, 3 rebounds, shot the ball really well, 47.1%. That's what we need, man. Good size at the 3. We did make him a small forward after all, did that off camera. Good size at the 3, and he can knock down threes. That's a beautiful sight. Didn't give any minutes to Anthony Black, so of course he didn't make anything. We are the #1 seed. Wait. Let me check out these standings really quick. We are 57-25. Somehow we have the second best record in the league, tied for it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Again, we're gonna take a better look at stats here in a bit. 2K, I guess, loves the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, I should already know that. They usually do, but not until like year 3, year 4, something like that. We're ahead of schedule, man, which I guess I'm not mad at. The best team in the league was the Cleveland Cavaliers, MVP Darius Garland, and pretty much the same squad here. They did bring in Kevon Looney, which is interesting. Josh Okogie, Seth Curry, Dwight Powell. Okay, they just fixed up their whole bench. Interesting. We were also tied for the second best record with the Atlanta Hawks, which is another team that 2K loves, and they brought in Brook Lopez. Interesting stuff. Okay. Hey, man, that's very surprising that we have the best record in the Western Conference. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way, 24, 5, and 7. A big decrease in points per game, but I'm just taking that again as there's more guys here that are able to contribute. Chet Holmgren being a big one, 15 and 10. That's really nice. Almost 3 blocks. Actually, it is 3 blocks. We round up around here. Yeah, that's really good to see as well. How do you shoot that ball? Yes, sir. We don't really have anybody like deadly shooting, no 40% until we get down here. But still, man, everybody's shooting the ball pretty well, which is nice. Who are the best shooters? It's Isaiah Joe, 42.7%, obviously. And then Taylor Hendricks, man. I traded up. It cost a lot, but I'm really happy with that pick. And doing his thing in only 10.5 minutes per game. The per 36 is looking crazy, bro. 24 and 11. Yeah, we got a guy. We got a guy in Taylor Hendricks. That is for sure. Let's go and take a look at the rest of this. Jalen Williams, 13 points, 4 rebounds. A little bit underwhelming, but again, we got a lot of other options. Spencer Dinwiddie did his thing off the bench, 11 points and 4 assists. I will definitely take that. How is he shooting that thing? Above league average from deep. Yeah, man, this is an encouraging start. That is for sure, as we're going to get this thing going. We are going to go up against the Golden State Warriors. Okay. Who do they have on the squad? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga now starting instead of Draymond Green. Don't know if he's still here or not. And then Thomas Bryant, because they lost Kevon Looney. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing game by game, man. We win the first game. I'm not expecting us to really make a run. I would be happy with just getting out of the second round. Like, if we could make the conference finals, that would be nice. But here we are, beating the Warriors in 5. I guess that's a good sign. Now we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans, a team that made the NBA Finals last season. They have CJ McCollum, Dyson Daniels, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas. So same squad here, but Dyson is now starting. All right, man, let's go ahead and take this thing game by game. We win the first game. We win the second game. I was going to say, are we just going to like breeze through this, bro? I actually kind of don't want to win in my first year because that's just not realistic. I don't know why we are this good this fast as we are going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. They got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves. Yeah, same squad. LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. Bro, we should not be winning a championship year 1. As we win that game, okay, it's tied up here. I'm kind of rooting against us. It's 2-1. Okay, let me not like sabotage us. I am going to put ourselves in a position to win. Don't get me wrong, as we're going to do a 9-man rotation now. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to take away a little bit more minutes from Spencer Dinwiddie, as much as I do like him. We are going to shorten the bench just a little bit. Let's see. Shai's getting enough minutes. Giddey is getting enough minutes. Chet Holmgren is not, and Jalen Williams is not. So we got to shorten that some more here. We're going to knock that down to 21. We will get some more minutes here like that. And I think we're good, man. I think we're good. That is about as good as it can get. So let's go ahead and simulate this game by game. We go down 3-1. Yeah, I'm just going to run it, man. I'm just going to run it. 3-2. Okay. Now we got a simcast because it's getting a little interesting as we are here trying to force game 7 on the road at the crypto.com arena, for people who still call it that. I don't like it. It's the Staples Center, bro. And yeah, looks like we have been eliminated. Hey, at the end of the day, we made the conference finals. I can't be mad at it, man. I really cannot, as it is the classic Lakers and Celtics finals matchup. Let's go ahead and see who wins this thing. It's the Boston Celtics. Shout out to him. Jason Tatum, finals MVP, 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. All right, man. That was a really good first year. Super encouraging. And the best part is we're so young that we're only going to get better, man. LeBron James also is going to be retiring because I can't veto that anymore. So we don't got to worry about him and the Lakers, I would imagine. Is there anybody else here that we really care about? Doesn't look like it. So we're definitely fine with letting them walk or retire. Let's go over to the draft lottery where we have even more picks that we do not need at this point. Let's go ahead and just see how it all shakes out. I'm just going to go ahead and just skip all of this. We have the 7th pick from the Wizards. We have the 12th pick from the Rockets. Okay, that pick to the Jazz didn't convey after all, so I probably could have used that instead of my own pick. But it's not like mine was great. We would have been in like the late 20s. So it is what it is. I'm not really mad at losing it. And yeah, those are our 2 picks. We have 2 lottery picks, which is pretty good to say the least. All right, guys, I'm here at the draft with my 7th overall pick, and I think I'm going to go with Jake Cardinal. Not the highest overall guy at 75. There's a few 76s, but he's 19 years old, the youngest of the group, so I think that's important. And also, what's even more important is he has A- potential. It says he's only supposed to be a starter, Tony Allen, which is not great, but A- potential at the age of 19, we'll take that, man. We'll go ahead and take that, so let's go ahead and make that pick. And actually, guys, I was looking to trade this pick because, again, we don't really need more players, but I think this is an absolute steal. Ricky Dunleavy is 6'10", 21 years old, a little bit on the older side, but take a look at this. Hall of Fame potential, that is his ceiling. And when you take a look at his grades over here, this man has A+ potential. He's 100% scouted, so that's what it is. We'll definitely take that. Ricky Dunleavy, man. Let's go to make that selection. So Cardinal ended up being a 74 overall. We already know this because they were 100% scouted. So let's go ahead and find our next guy. 72 for Ricky Dunleavy. Not the best, but again, man, taking a look at that potential, it is an A after all. So I was a little bit wrong. That isn't exactly what it's going to be. But still, I think that's going to be really nice. A 6'10 power forward, man. Let's go ahead and just keep it moving now. Team/player options, we are going to bring back Josh Giddey, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Joe, Jay Will, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Says he's frustrated. I don't blame him. Bro hasn't been playing for us, which is unfortunate. We are going to bring him back purely because I'm not just going to let talent walk away. If anything, I will trade him. In fact, I definitely will this season because, again, we just don't have a need for him. But yeah, I'm not just going to let him walk in free agency. So we are going to bring back all of these guys here. Let's go ahead and come over to the qualifying offers. Alexei Pokusevski. We are going to extend that as well. And taking a look at free agency, I think we're pretty much set, right? Let me go ahead and take a look. Yeah, man, we're all set. So let's just go ahead and move on to player progression. So Shea is up 1 to a 96. We like to see it. Josh Giddey almost at the 90 club. He's up 2 to an 89. That's nice. Chet Holmgren up 4 to an 84. Jalen Williams is starting to progress after going stagnant last offseason, which is weird. He's up 1 to an 83. Spencer Dinwiddie going down 1 to an 82. Not the worst. He's 31 years old, so it is what it is. We got a lot of green arrows at the end of the day. Poku's up 1. Anthony Black up 4 to an 80. He will definitely be our backup shooting guard this season, which means we might not get any more minutes for Isaiah Joe, which is tough because I think we need his shooting. Anthony Black can't shoot too much. I'm not sure, man. We're going to see what we end up doing there. But yeah, Isaiah did go up by 1, so that's nice. Taylor Hendricks up 3 to a 79. Really like that addition. Staying put here, Lou Dort and Kenrich Williams. Jay Will up 2 to a 78, and Ousmane Dieng up 3 to a 77. That's nice. Jeremiah Robinson Earl staying put. All of these guys staying put here, and I think actually we have 16 guys on the roster. Do we not? Let me go ahead and take a very quick look at this here. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we got to make a cut, which is the first time we've had to do that, and it's probably not going to be the last time because, again, we have so many picks, bro. I think the guy that we have to get rid of is Aaron Wiggins, as much as I do like him. He's not getting minutes, and he's the oldest guy of this group of players that are outside of rotation. So Aaron Wiggins, as much as I don't like to do it, you have been cut from the team. Tough, man. All right, let's move on to season number 2. So here's the situation I'm in, guys. I don't really need Isaiah Joe because already our backcourt off the bench is Spencer Dinwiddie and Anthony Black. And I also don't need Ousmane Dieng. He hasn't been getting minutes. He's a backup power forward. I already have Jeremiah Robinson Earl, another backup power forward who's not getting minutes. So I think both of these guys are expendable. Really, all I'm looking for is like a 3-4 off the bench who would be able to defend, who would be able to knock down threes, and would just be able to play his role, man. And I think the Jaden McDaniels would be that guy here from the Minnesota Timberwolves. If you're them, you're pretty much just getting 2 young guys for the price of 1. You know, they need young talent. They don't have D'Angelo Russell anymore. They don't have Rudy Gobert anymore. So they're a team that is starting to look towards the future, and this would be doing that for sure. So we're going to see if we can pull this thing off. I mean, it should, because we're the one taking an L on this, honestly. But man, we just have so many players. We just don't have enough room for anybody, man. And when you take a look at this over here, we have 4 first-round picks coming in next season, man. There's just not enough space, so we're trying to package guys. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. There we go. Jaden McDaniels, welcome to the team. And that's going to do it, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, J-Dub, and Chet Holmgren. Same starting lineup, no reason to change it. Off the bench, we have Spencer Dinwiddie, Alexei Pokusevski, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Black, and Taylor Hendricks, man. I think it's an elite bench, and I think it's an elite starting lineup at this point. Let's go ahead and just simulate this regular season and see how it plays out. Alright guys, once again, I didn't look at our record. It's a little bit more fun when I do it like that. So we'll find that out together here in a second. But LaMelo Ball, MVP, 35, 6, and 15. That's insane. Yep, don't know this guy. Obviously, it's just an auto-generated rookie. Is there anything here that concerns us? Does not look like it. Alright, let's go ahead and keep it moving then. Is there anybody here on the All-NBA teams? No love for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander once again. That's a bit disappointing, as we didn't get a single award here. Tough. Okay. Anthony Black should have been eligible, actually, because I don't think he played at all. So he should have been eligible for an all-rookie team, but it doesn't look like he got it out of the way. Oh, well. We're going to take a look at the stats here in a second, but more importantly, we are the top team in the Western Conference once again. Let's go ahead and see what our record was. 58-24. We'll take it, man. Is that the best record in the league? It's not. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers, 64-18. Okay, same squad. Yeah, because they had Josh Okogie last season. They got Hamidou Diallo as well. Okay, interesting, man. But yeah, best team in the Western Conference, like we said, beating the Dallas Mavericks, who actually still have Kyrie Irving on the team. They ended up bringing him back, so that's interesting. Nikola Vucevic, I like that addition, man. I think that's a realistic one, so that's cool to see. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this thing here after we check out the stats. I always forget that. Yeah, you guys can pause it if you want. Doesn't matter too much to me. 23, 8, and 5 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Josh Giddey, a nice little 16, 8, and 8. That's nice. How are guys shooting from deep? That's what I always want to see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 43%. That's nice, man. That is nice. What did the rookies do? Technically, this is a rookie, I guess. Anthony Black ended up having 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists off the bench for us. That's solid. Taylor Hendricks, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Shooting that thing not as well as last season, but still, I'd imagine the per 36 is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and check that out over here. Yeah, still looking good, man. All right, I think we're all set for this thing, man. Let's go ahead and simulate this play-in, and we're going up against the Pelicans. And honestly, man, I think we can compete for a championship this year. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. CJ McCollum, Dyson Daniels, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and now Zach Collins down low at the 5. Let's go ahead and simulate this game by game here. We win the very first one. We're up 2-0. We are up 3-0, and not a 4-game sweep, but there we go. Okay, got it. All right, now we're going up against the Utah Jazz, Victor Wembanyama and them, right? Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Lauri Markkanen, Victor Wembanyama, and Walker Kessler. That is a pretty scary team, I'm not gonna lie, but I think we're better, man. As we win the very first game here, we win the second game, 2-1, okay, 3-1. Let's go ahead and end this thing. There we go. Gentlemen sweep, man. As we are now going up against the Houston Rockets, who do they have on the squad? Let's go ahead and find out here. They have Kevin Porter Jr., Tyrese Maxey now on the team. Actually starting over Jalen Green, but they have Jalen Green as the main player here. So I'm guessing he's the highest overall player, right? But he's coming off the bench. I mean, just put him at the 1. Start him over KPJ. I don't know, man. It's not my team. That's interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and just simulate this game by game. I don't even think Jalen Green won like 6th man of the year. I didn't see that. So I don't know what's going on in Houston, but we clean sweep them, man. And now we're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the scariest team for sure. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Okogie, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. We haven't even shortened the rotation. Should we? Maybe. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah. Okay, we're going to shorten the rotation real quick. Let's go ahead and get this down to a 9-man here. See what they are suggesting. They're going to take away minutes from Taylor Hendricks, which I guess I'm not mad at. We'll roll with Jaden McDaniels instead. They pretty much have the same role for us. And McDaniels is actually cold. Let's see. What is he doing? He's putting up 7, 3. He's not shooting the ball well from deep. Let's see. Actually, man, we're gonna go with Taylor Hendricks, bro. We're gonna give some love to the younger guy here. Let's just roll with that, man. I know it's the playoffs, it's the finals. I probably should be going with some older guys, but it is what it is, man. We're gonna shorten the rotation here, or at least the minutes on some of these guys. Actually, we'll give Anthony Black just a little bit more. But let's see, man. We're gonna give some more minutes to Josh Giddey. Let's go ahead and get some more minutes to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Some more minutes to Chet for sure, bro. Hold on. I gotta work around with all of this here. Yep, let's do it like that. Okay, man. I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and win this championship here as we win game 2. That's nice. We're up 2-1, 2-2 now, 2-3. Come on, bro. What do I want to do? Do I want to shorten this even more? Let's go for it, man. We're here. We need to win this championship. Let's get it. As we're going to shorten this. Anthony Black, is he hooping? He's pretty much hooping. I am going to take away just a little bit of minutes, though, my boy. I got to do it because I got to get some more minutes for, like, chat at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to simcast this game because it is an elimination game. Can we force game 7 here against the Cleveland Cavaliers? It's back and forth, but we're in a decent spot. I think we're solid. Yeah, okay. We blew them out there in the second half. We love to see it. Game 7, man. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it here. Hopefully it's a close game so we can actually jump into it as we dominate the first quarter. Yes, sir! We are about to win this championship. OKC! The Thunder have won a title in year number 2. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, shooting that thing 61% from the floor, 49% from deep. We round up around here. Let's go, Shai. We like to see it, man. As we have completed this challenge, we have won a championship with the OKC Thunder. But for those new to these rebuilds, it's always at least 3 seasons. So we are going to run it back, man. We're going to try to get back-to-back titles here as we take a look at some of those retirements. Let's go ahead and just see if we can win another title. We don't need these picks, bro. We have so many picks. Are they all like protected? I don't know how many we kept. We get the 5th overall pick from the Clippers. That's insane, bro. The Thunder are set. I really didn't have to do too much with this rebuild because, man, they are in such a good position. We also have the 24th overall pick, so 2 of them did not convey, which is totally fine by me. We have a top 5 pick. Let's go ahead and check that out. So here we are in the draft with our 5th overall pick. Clark Jordan seems to be a guy who should not still be on the board, but he is. I mean, he's supposed to go top 2 according to most of these sites, but hey, he's here at number 5, 19 years old, a shooting guard, small forward. At this point, I mean, there's not even really a position that we need. We're set, man. I'm just getting talent, and this guy could potentially be Donovan Mitchell, which I will definitely take. Let's go ahead and just get him. Clark Jordan, welcome to the team, man. So we have that now, and we also have another pick, which, bro, I just don't need. Like, I really don't need a 24th overall pick. Can I just attach it to somebody here and maybe make an upgrade? Let me go ahead and check this out. And you know what we're going to do, man? It's not realistic, but I don't know what happened. For some reason, we lost Kenrich Williams. I thought he was on like a multi-year deal, but apparently we lost him and the 76ers signed him. So we're just going to trade one of our young guys here who we do not need at the end of the day, man. We just simply don't. So we're going to send him over to the 76ers plus his 1st round pick for Kenrich Williams. It's unrealistic, I know, but Kenny Hustle should have been on the team when we won that championship. That's my bad. Now we got him back here on the squad, and we for sure have to win a championship now. There's even more pressure. So that is the goal here as we take a look at our top 5 pick. 75 overall, 19 years old. What is the potential looking like? That's really the only thing that matters. It's an A-. We will take it, man. And we ended up passing up on the guy number 24, right? 68 overall. Yeah, y'all can have him, man. All right, let's move on to team/player options. We're bringing all of these boys back without a doubt. Let's go ahead and do that as we also check out qualifying offers. Josh Giddey, of course. Cool, man. We're just looking to retain talent, essentially. I don't need to bring anybody else in. Let me go ahead and check out if we need to sign anybody. So one of the guys they need to bring back is Alexei Pokusevski. We are going to bring him back here on a 4-year deal. We'll go ahead and do that. Can I save a little bit of money here because I'm greedy? You know I got to try that. Let's go ahead and get this down to 17.25. If I could do that, I would be happy. Let's go ahead and see here. There you go. Poku's coming back. And we also need to re-sign Jaden McDaniels. However, we don't have enough money for him, man. The most we can offer is about 13.5, which he is not going to take, even when we make it a 1-year deal, right? Let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, I didn't think so. So that's tough. We are going to lose Jaden McDaniels, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Can't afford to bring them all back. So let's go ahead and move on to player progression and just see what it's looking like. And actually, before we do that, Josh Giddey apparently tried to get an offer from the Pacers. 3 years, about 100 M's. We got to match that. There's no chance I'm letting him go. But now that we got that locked up, let's now go to player progression. So Shai stays put at a 96, although it's really saying 97 there. Josh Giddey up 2 to a 91. That's nice. Chet Holmgren up 3 to an 87. J-Dub up 1 to an 84. Anthony Black up 3 to an 83. That's nice. Poku up 1. Hendricks up 2. There's still a lot of green arrows here, man. Spencer went down 1 for the 2nd straight season. I'm not too mad at it. Overall, man, this is still a really good young team that's only getting better. So let's see if we can go back to back. So here's a look at the team for year 3. We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Taylor Hendricks now getting the start over Lou Dort, which I'm not mad at. He's got better size. He's 6'9". He can also defend, not just as well as Lou Dort, but still pretty good, A- on the perimeter. He can knock down the 3-ball better than Lou, so I'm definitely good with that. We also have J-Dub here, and then Chet Holmgren, the usual suspects for the starting lineup. Off the bench now, we have Anthony Black, we have Alexei Pokushevsky, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lou Dort off the bench like we mentioned, and then Jay Will. Yeah, man, I really don't think I have to do a whole lot, honestly. Like, I'm really not trying to take the easy route with this rebuild, man, but this team is in such a good position that there's not a whole lot I need to do, and I don't want to do too much. So we're just going to simulate this regular season and see if we can go back to back. All right, guys, so Victor Wembanyama is now winning MVPs, apparently 31, 13, and 4. Also 3 blocks. Yeah, he's nasty, bro. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Does anything else here concern us? It doesn't look like it does. Actually, never mind. Coach of the year, Mark Daignault, 64 and 18, which is really nice to see. Didn't get exec of the year. Oh, well, that's totally fine. Let's check the rest of this stuff out, man. We have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back on an All-NBA team. First time in a while here. He got All-NBA third team, so that's nice to see here. Is there anything else? Does not look like it, which is totally fine. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, man, we are the top team in the Western Conference. I'm pretty sure 3 out of 3 years of this rebuild, right? We've done it every single year, which is pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and check this out. The best team in the Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons, another young squad now on the come up. They got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Kyle Kuzma, which I see a lot. Him ending up in Detroit, I like it. I mean, he's a Flint, Michigan native, so that's really cool. Jakob Poeltl also on the team, and then Jalen Duren rounding out the starting rotation. They also got Amen Thompson. They got Patrick Williams. Okay. Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, that's a really good bench as well. That's a scary team, man. I'm not going to lie to you. That is a scary team, but I think we're better. We'll see if we end up getting matched up against them, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Yeah, he's that guy, bro. He is that guy, that's for sure. Josh Giddey, what did he end up doing? 17, 8, and 9. We like to see that. Chet Holmgren, double-double, 16, 11. Also had 2 blocks. That's cool. Starting well for Taylor Hendricks, now getting 15 and 6. Nice, man. I like it. I really do like that pickup. I think it's a really good fit in real life. I hope they end up getting him. Anthony Black, this is a guy who I don't think the Thunder will get in real life, but he's an 85 overall here, man, and we're happy to have him. That is for sure. It's just going to be tough for him to find a starting role. I don't know what that'd be unless they go with like a 3-guard lineup. I'm not sure. There's just so much talent on this team, man. Like J-Dub, can't forget about him either. Like, it's endless, bro. The Thunder are in such a good position that I really don't have to do a whole lot with this rebuild. But let's go ahead and see if we can win back-to-back titles. We're going up against the Dallas Mavericks. They have Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving still, but now they only have Isaiah Livers at the 3. That's not good. Jarvis Walker and Nikola Vucevic. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this thing game by game. I think we can beat them in like 5, right? We lose the first game. That's a little bit scary, but now we're up 2-1. Okay. 3-1. All right, there we go. They gave us a little scare, but still, gentlemen sweep. We will take that. Now we're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Grant Moncrief. Don't know him. Auto-generated guy. Anthony Edwards, Wendell Moore Jr., Karl Anthony Towns, and Naz Reid. Let's go ahead and take this game by game. We win the very first one. We're up 2-0, 3-0, and there we go. Clean sweep. Going up against the Utah Jazz. Who do they have on the squad? Yeah, they got MVP Victor Wembanyama. That's a filthy team, bro. Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Brandon Ingram now in the mix, Victor Wembanyama, and Walker Kessler. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared. I'm not going to lie to you, man. As we win the very first game here, 1-1, okay. Yeah, we're shortening this rotation, man. All right, let's go ahead and check this thing out here. What can I do even? I guess I got to give less minutes to, like, Poku probably, right? Probably less minutes to Dinwiddie. And then I guess I got to give some more to, like, Shade needs to be up to, like, 40, bro. Like, we got to find a way to mess around with this. I like me some Anthony Black. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, we need to make this a 9-man, actually. That's the first thing I should be doing. So let's get that done. Okay, there we go here. Let's go ahead and see, man. Less minutes for Poku. Yep, we're going to get that down to, like, 17. Less for Anthony Black as much as I like him. And that should be enough to bump this up here. So we're going to make that 40. We're going to make that 40 as well. Chet Holmgren, got to get that up there. Yeah, man, I think that's about it. Like, that's about as good as it's going to get. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat this team here. As it's 2-2. Nice. Okay, 2-3, bro. 2-3, bro. They got me on the ropes. What do I do here? I think I'm going to give even less minutes. Honestly, I'm taking Spencer Dinwiddie out the rotation, bro. I've got my backup point guard, shooting guard, my small forward, and then I have a power forward center. So I don't need Dinwiddie. Let's go ahead and just do it like that. Give some more minutes to Jalen Williams. Give some more minutes to Chet Holmgren as well. Yep, just like that, man. That's what we're doing. And a little bit more minutes to Anthony Black as well. Let's go ahead and simcast this thing. Are we going to get eliminated here? Can we force a game 7 against the Jazz on the road? Oh, they got us on the ropes, man. It's back and forth here. This is a really good Jazz team. I'm not going to lie, but it's not over yet. We're still in this thing. It's in OT. Come on, man. It's back and forth, and we have been eliminated. Tough, man. Okay. Hey, it is what it is. We won our championship at the end of the day. Did we lose to the eventual champs? Let's go ahead and find that out here. We did. The Utah Jazz. Shout out to him, man. Victor Wembanyama. That is that's a filthy team that they got there. But like I said, we got our title here in OKC. This was definitely a fun one to do. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. 80% of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed. So if y'all can hit that button, it'd really mean a lot to me, man, as I continue to try to grow this channel. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.